Please welcome our experts. CFDA designer Christian Siriano, host and red carpet fashion expert Melissa Rivers, and image architect Law Roach.
Consider doing this show until we thought that we could live up to the institution that you and your mother, Melissa, put out there. I think your mother really changed the game for red carpet, designers, fashion. The question was born, who are you wearing? Hello, Christian Siriano. Speaking of, you have designed so many iconic Oscars looks. I mean, it's like the Super Bowl of fashion. It really is. I think back to seeing something I'd never seen before in my entire life, the Billy Porter gown that you designed. I'd never seen anything like that anywhere. What is your approach to this particular Super Bowl of fashion?
I think I go after now. I don't even really design for anything else but the person. Like, I really want to really get into, like, what are you promoting or what are you going for, or, like, what's your feeling right now in your life? Like, I'm more interested in that. So I think it's just how the person really is feeling in the moment. Well,
it's interesting that you say that because, Law, you are mood-driven. You are iconic inspiration.
You are backwards Celine right now. Yes, hello. Thank you so much for this iconic moment.
I mean, one of the most iconic Oscar looks ever.
And
30 years later, and we're still talking about it. She was ahead of her time.
Yes, she was.
Ahead of her time,
But also, what you call a head turner, not because she's backwards, right?
Can I just please say this? Because I would be remiss if I didn't use this opportunity to tell you this. Your mom, first of all, changed my life. The first time that she mentions in there, she was wearing this Ungaro dress, and the day after that, we got an invite to the Met Gala for the first time. I wouldn't exist, and no matter if other stylists said, we would not exist if it was not for Joan Rivers asking that.
And so we summon her spirit and honor her today. Let's get into some Oscars fashion, and let's start off with some of our favorite looks of all time. Rossi?
Well, you know, when they asked what are your favorite Oscar looks of all time, as a super fan, I really had to dig deep. So I thought about who are some of my favorite actresses. There's no one more stylish than Diane Keaton. And there's one look. She wore Ralph Lauren in 2004, and it was such like a... It was an homage to almost silent film, like actors.
It's going a bit Buster Keaton for
sure. And nobody, I couldn't think of anybody else in the world who could pull off a look like that. And that's why I chose this Diane Keaton look.
Well, it's smart. She's my style icon, so I'm all for it. What's next?
Of course, I love Gwyneth Paltrow. You know, she's beyond for me. I think she always kills it. And I chose this Tom Ford from 2012 because it is so classic. I thought it was just structurally gorgeous and such a moment for one of my favorite people on the planet.
She is the right one to wear this, too. I mean, she is so statuesque and graceful. Speaking of, Melissa, one of your favorites is very much in keeping with the Gwyneth Paltrows of the world.
Grace Kelly in 1955. Made by the famous Edith Head. And one of the reasons I love this is, what do we all say when someone shows up looking elegant and amazing? We say, Grace Kelly. We always say she's pulling a Grace Kelly.
That's exactly right. All right, Christian, well, who's yours?
Well, I'm going to bring you back to 1982 when this beautiful, stunning, you might know her, she's really cute, Drew Barrymore. Never gets old, ever. Drew arriving to the Oscars, and she is arriving, and she's in her little faux fur, but the biggest pearls. And I'm like, are those real, girl? And I was like, wow.
And my mom, you know, she's a single working mom. We didn't make a ton of money off ET, barely any. It was 1982, and I was, you know, a kid. So she took me to Bonnie's Wee Shop, and we bought it off the rack, and that was the look.
And now it's iconic.
All right, Law, I can't wait to get your hot take. Who are some of your faves?
All my clients. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. So Zendaya in 2015 in the Vivienne Westwood.
Stunning.
This was her first time being invited to the Oscars, but the bigger picture of what happened with this dress, there was a bit of controversy about her hair. But what it did is it was able to open up a global conversation on what's appropriate for Black women's hair and wear. So after that, a little after that, the Crown Act was put into place that protects Black women's choice to wear braids or afros. So not only it was a great look, but it really changed the world.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
And a lot of it happened on Fashion Police, ironically, and that moment did ahead of its time.
Yeah.
We're in a much different era now. And that was a catapult to a bigger, better conversation and a change. And so, you know, I'm very glad that that happened too.
Thank you.
My favorite pick, when I saw Michelle Williams in the 2006 Vera Wang dress, that dress, that color, that architecture, that detail, I just thought, gosh, that is my favorite Oscars dress I ever saw. And then funny enough, I follow it up with another abundant color, which is Gemma Chan in 2019 in this Valentino. And
I love your love of color, too.